Settle your body gently now, letting yourself arrive exactly as you are. Because today is not about fixing a problem, but about allowing an identity to update naturally. Close your eyes and notice that before fear, before labels, before memories, there is simply awareness here breathing and existing without effort. Identity is not something rigid or permanent. It is a collection of repeated experiences, conclusions, and habits of thought that the mind has learned to carry forward. Dental fear once made sense as protection, and for a long time it may have felt accurate to say, "I'm afraid of the dentist." Yet, identities are not facts, they are habits, and habits can evolve. As you breathe slowly and comfortably, imagine that you are setting down an old label that you no longer need to carry. There is no struggle in this, no force, only a recognition that you are not required to keep defining yourself by past reactions. The nervous system is already capable of learning new defaults when given safety and repetition. As your breath flows in and out, begin to sense the difference between what you are and what you experienced. Fear was something that happened in you, not who you are. Anxiety arose in the body, but it never defined the essence of you. Today, your subconscious begins to absorb a new description that feels truer and more supportive. You are someone who can handle dental care calmly. This does not mean you feel nothing. It means you trust yourself to respond skillfully. Allow that idea to land softly without forcing belief. The subconscious responds best to gentleness. Now imagine a quiet inner room where your sense of self resides. In the past, this room held images, words, and sensations associated with being fearful, bracing, on guard. You are not judging that room, you are simply noticing it. And now, without effort, imagine opening a window in that room and letting in fresh air. New experiences enter effortlessly when the environment changes. As the air moves through, outdated beliefs loosen. You may begin to sense a new presence forming in that space, a version of you who approaches dental visits with steadiness rather than dread. This version is not performing confidence. It simply expects to be okay. Identity-based change happens when the brain starts predicting a different outcome. So allow yourself to imagine being this calmer version of you, not dramatically different, just slightly more grounded. See yourself scheduling an appointment with neutrality, not anticipation anxiety. Notice how natural this feels. You are not convincing yourself, you are discovering what is possible. Now imagine arriving at a dental office as someone who already trusts their ability to cope. The environment feels familiar, but no longer threatening. Your body remains responsive, yet steady. This is how identities form, through repeated expectations. Each calm response reinforces the identity. I am capable here. Feel how your shoulders remain lower, your breath steady, your attention flexible. Even if mild nerves appear, they do not contradict your identity. They are simply sensations passing through a stable core. You are not someone trying to get through an ordeal. You are someone participating in self-care. That shift is profound. Now imagine sitting in the dental chair with an internal posture of choice. You are aware that you can communicate, breathe, rest, and remain present. You no longer identify as helpless. You notice notice that calm responses arise automatically, because this is who you are becoming. Identity lives in the nervous system as much as the mind, and your nervous system is learning a new default pattern. As the procedure unfolds, imagine yourself responding with steadiness. There is no internal narration of catastrophe. There is no labeling of yourself as weak or afraid. There is simply a sense of capability. This experience imprints deeply because it aligns with your new self-perception. Now pause and notice something subtle but important. You are not trying to change how you feel in order to fit an identity. The identity is shaping how you feel. This is why identity-based hypnosis is powerful. The brain stops asking, "How do I calm down?" and begins stating, "This is how I respond now." That expectation guides the nervous system toward regulation automatically. Allow this identity to strengthen now. Silently repeat within yourself, not as affirmation, but as recognition. I am someone who can handle dental visits calmly. Feel how that statement does not require effort. It simply feels reasonable. Your subconscious accepts what feels reasonable and repeats it. Now, imagine future dental experiences unfolding with this new baseline. You see yourself preparing with ease, arriving grounded, communicating clearly, and leaving with a sense of self-respect. These images are not fantasies. They are rehearsals that train the brain. Each rehearsal reinforces neural pathways that support calm behavior. Old identity patterns weaken through disuse. You are not erasing the past, you are outgrowing it. Now allow yourself to feel proud in a grounded way, not pride that pushes, but pride that acknowledges growth. You adapted, you learned, you evolved. This identity is not brittle, it allows flexibility. If anxiety arises one day, it does not define you. You still identify as capable. That is resilience. Feel this identity settling deeper now, anchoring into your posture, your breath, your sense of self. Imagine your body carrying this identity effortlessly, just as it carries balance when you walk. There is no need to consciously hold it. It holds you. As this session continues, your subconscious integrates this new self-concept into memory, expectation, and response. Calm begins to feel expected rather than surprising. And because identity shapes behavior automatically, future dental visits will feel different without you trying. You simply show up as yourself, and yourself is now someone who can handle dental care calmly. Take a final moment to notice the steadiness within you right now. This is not temporary relaxation. It is an update in how you know yourself. And as you gently return your awareness to the room, this identity remains with you, integrated and ready to express itself naturally whenever it is needed. And as this new sense of self settles, allow yourself to recognize how quietly powerful identity shifts truly are. There is no fanfare, no dramatic moment where something snaps into place. Instead, there is a gentle reorganization happening beneath awareness, where expectations, reactions, and bodily responses begin aligning with who you now know yourself to be. Notice how calm no longer feels like something you must generate or protect, but something that arises naturally when needed. This identity does not demand perfection. It allows humanity, days when emotions are stronger or energy is lower, you still recognize yourself as capable, because capability is not measured by the absence of sensation, but by your relationship to it. This understanding frees you from self-judgment. The part of you that once feared is now understood as adaptive and no longer in charge. It can rest. How this produces a deeper relaxation than surface calm, a relief that comes from no longer arguing with yourself. Over time, this identity expresses itself in subtle ways: easier scheduling, less anticipatory tension, faster recovery after appointments, and a growing sense of neutrality where fear once lived. Neutrality is a powerful sign of change. It means the nervous system no longer flags dental care as a defining event. It becomes just another aspect